Hi everybody, welcome back to Shell Star Stitches. I hope you are doing okay and have had a good couple of weeks because apologies, I meant to do a video last weekend. I don't quite know what happened. It was our last weekend of our 2 weeks off, and then I think I meant to do one on Monday, and then work has been ridiculously busy, and this week in general, because I've had my first week back catching up on 2 weeks of work and 2 funerals this week. So yeah, I didn't wake up till like 1:30 today. I think the whole week has just completely exhausted me. And yes, if you can see, I have got a black eye. I am fine. There's nothing untoward going on, if you can see that. I went to yoga on Tuesday night and we've had very nice weather down here and it's been very hot. I got stuck with my head hanging down. My hands got stuck behind my legs and I lost my balance. I don't know whether it's head rush from the heat or what. Couldn't get my arms out in time and my face hit the floor. That is what stopped, like literally, I just went head first and face planted the floor. So highly embarrassing as well. I think most people didn't realise what happened because they all had their heads down facing behind them, so they wouldn't have seen me because there was nobody in front of me. But literally just fell over and hit. It felt mainly here, but obviously, as you can see, all the bruising is coming out. This doesn't hurt, this still hurts here. And I did that Tuesday. So yes, highly embarrassing, and not great for 2 funerals having a black eye. But yes, it's all good. I came home and literally walked in the front door and hubby was like, all right, and I burst into tears. So I was like, I think it was the shock and the embarrassment. So yeah, so I'm hopeful that's going to go soon, but it's been sort of Wednesday that's been coming out purple and gradually getting progressively worse. So hopefully it's on its way out now. It's starting to turn a bit yellow. And hopefully, I think this is just a bruise up here. I don't feel like anything's broken. I didn't go to hospital. Maybe possibly should have done head injury, but I don't know. There we go. Anyway, right, so aside from my embarrassment, what have I been up to? So I was working on, I think I showed you my William Shakespeare doll. He's complete, so I've got him to show you. You may have seen him on my Instagram if you follow me there, because I was doing it in desperate rush to get in. Well, not a rush, I was enjoying it as well, but I was trying to get in for Martin and Nick 365's doll CAL, which finished on Wednesday the 30th. And I think, did I finish him Sunday or Monday? So it took me like a week to do Shakespeare, so it's not bad going. I've also started with my next project, and we've had one delivery, which is the Toft Centraliser to show you. So I will show you that first and then we can move on to what I've made. So yeah, Toft Centraliser has renewed again. It is a new series now. And also I was waiting to see what colour, because I'll show you. You get the Toft Centraliser keepers, which is a keychain with rings attached that you can attach. So this is all my Ed's Animals ones with my last collection there. It's not going to focus very well, but see. So that was my last one in silver. This current one is gold. If you haven't received yours and don't want spoilers, please look away now, because I'm about to show you. We do know what the theme is already, and we guessed because of the book. The theme is birds. I don't actually know what this bird is, which is bad. So yeah, so we've got the card that came with it to show you its birds and how to use a centraliser on the back. So that came, and it came in a little paper package. And this is our centraliser. I wanted to focus on the centraliser and not on me. There you go. I think this might be the latest birds. I'm very confused. I need to look them up in the birds book as well. So that is our latest centraliser. Looks like some sort of cockatiel. I need to look it up. I will try and look it up and put it in the notes in this video, and then it obviously came in its little paper baggie. So that is what arrived. Yesterday. So it's going to be 6 birds now that we will have. I need to get a gold centraliser keeper. Yeah, so that's it for delivery wise. My next Crochet Society has charged because I'm going to go for that one as well. I haven't started, so I did get the pattern piece for the whole pattern for the Scheepjes crochet along, the DNA one. I did make my sample piece. I might actually go and grab that for you in a sec. I will grab it, bear with. And I've just learned that you can pause midway through recording. Oh dear, Michelle. Anyway, I've picked that up. Oh, just run up and down the stairs. This was my tester piece, which I just used. This was left over from my Hearts and Flowers CAL. But this was my tester piece that I've done, my swatch. The only thing I found was it didn't say about size. So it said make a swatch. And there's 2 different pattern types. I don't know if we're using both pattern types. There's a normal C2C and a mini. This is the normal. So that's fine. I made that. I get the gist of what we're doing. But I need to look at the pattern. I haven't actually started the pattern because my brain wouldn't allow me at the moment with this week. It was too much going on, so I haven't started it yet. But some of you I know are doing it. So it'd be interesting to know, have you done this size and the mini C2C? I've never done C2C before, so this is new on me. So yeah, it looks all right. It just didn't say what sort of size it was meant to be, but I guess it's yarn dependent, but I'm using the Scheepjes yarn, so I would have thought it would have said swatch size should be X. But I haven't actually looked at the main pattern yet. Now it's come out, so it might tell me my swatch size in there. Serdar CAL starts Wednesday. Toft crochet along starts technically today with a tension checker size. So that's starting. I did sort out all my colours for that. They're downstairs, so I need to have a look at that today because I do want to join in with that one. But yeah, what I've been working on. So Shakespeare is completed, so I'm going to bring him over on his little stand. Here he is. He's all done. Excuse the stand around his neck that's like decapitating him. I'm going to take him off. His hat will probably fall off. I think I finished him Saturday actually, because hubby and I were watching John Wick 4. I seem to recall it. I was watching Keanu Reeves and finishing William Shakespeare. So he's all done. He's got his peplum there. He's got his buttons. The light's a bit. His hat with his feathers, with my favourite loop stitch. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Choose crystal yarn. I had some leftover crystal for his cream feather. And I have used green, not sage, because it was only these 2 little bits, and I haven't got sage open because my sages are the 100-gram skeins, not the small balls that they're doing now. So I did just use some stash green instead, which I don't think makes a difference really. So yeah, he is all done. I really enjoyed making him. He was a good make. Yeah, I wasn't sure. His hat looked too big to start with, and then I was like, oh, is this going to fit his head? Let me show you his hair as well, actually. So there he is, bald, with his little moustache and beard, and then there is his hair on the back. Just got a bit of fluff. It's probably a bit of cream fluff off his hat. There we go. You can see it's all just rows, chain links back and forth to cover his head and his little sideburns. But yeah, he's all done. I'm really pleased with him actually. Sorry, hay fever. He's I'm not good with the old French knot buttons, so they look a bit pants. They were in an order, they were in a line, but I'm not very good at. I was never good at French knots on cross stitch. I don't know why. I'd always pull it through gently and it would still go through the fabric, so that's also a nemesis. But he's got his little thumbs, he's all good. We did the advanced hands. But yeah, really pleased with him, and he's now sitting up with my others. Make sure I put his hat on the right way around. So it's supposed to be a bit on the side. There you go. Yeah, really pleased with him. He is a really nice make. And I am happy to say I use entire stash on him. So we have been stash busting, which is good. Right, sit him back on here and decapitate him again now. It did go under his arms, but I'm like, I don't know, it looked weird under his arms. And he's now under his head. You can kind of barely see it under his neck there. There we go, mate. Over you go. He's a good one. I was so excited when she released him. Right, I have been, and apologies, because you all commented that he was in one of my plastic bags, not one of my project bags. That's because I sorted out stash and I put it in this plastic bag, you see. I was sorting through, doing the one for the CAL that starts today and this one. So this is my leftover, so I can put that back in my leftover stash. But yes, you are quite right. He should have been in a proper project bag, but he was not suffocated at any point. The bag was not closed. My redesigned bag, which if you've been watching my videos, you'll probably know what is in here. I do have a picture of these all caked up, but my Doctor Who yarn is all now caked. We had a slight issue. I finally got these. This is what I was telling you about with my, what is it, tulip or bulb stitch markers that you guys said to me it was called. These finally arrived, my wooden tags. There was a bit of an issue because they were attempted to be delivered on Easter weekend on the Saturday, but there was an issue with the seller not putting enough postage on. So by the time they got redelivered, it was like Wednesday the 23rd or whatever it was. So I have put all of the hooks into these. So I've got another 3 sets of these now, which will come in handy for Advent time, because then I can attach them to my mini skeins. Stole that idea off one of my friends that I follow, Joe, who I met in Knit and Natter in lockdown. So thoroughly stolen. So thanks, Joe. But yeah, that is, my stitch markers have now arrived, so I can use those. And I've caked all my balls of Doctor Who yarn. So I am making, and I've even caked my number 25, which is my companion colour. I've started making my granny squares. Well, not granny squares. Well, I suppose they kind of are. They are hexagon granny squares. Ha ha. As you can see, I've been busy. So out of one 20 gram skein, I have been managing to get 12, because I've been doing 2 rounds in the colour and then 1 round which is actually in the companion 25 skein. So yeah, so I've been getting 12 little squares, 12 little granny things out of each, and I've done number 1 and number 2 so far. I have a little bit left of each, but not enough to make another one, so I might just I was debating trying to continue to do one very large hexagon in the middle and then have all of these coming off, but then I'm going to have to make sure the stitch count matches on the side of here. It might become very complicated, so I don't know. I could maybe do that and turn that into some sort of cushion to go with. And then I worked out that I'm using about 6 grams of the companion per 12 for each colour. So 1/2 gram for each of these edgings. So then I tried to do some maths, and I think I can get nearly all of my 25 days out of one skein of 100 grams, because I'm thinking I need to then join them together with this same colour. So I'm glad I bought a second skein of that, because I'm definitely going to need it. But I've been putting them on this came with Crochet Now magazine blocker. I did have I've got a blocker from Bex, but looking at it, I didn't think it was going to work. I'm just going to have a look now. Because this is a granny square one. My hexagon shape isn't, unless I'm being odd with my maths, it's not going to work on there, is it? There. Oh, no. Because it's not got holes in everything, I don't think it's necessarily going to work. So that's why, luckily, I had this one from Crochet Now that I cracked open. But the only trouble I've found is... Oh, no. My sticks are poking out now. The only trouble I found was these sticks. I was putting some of these over and they were like catching because there's slight splinters. It's a little bit annoying. But they are obviously freebies. So I just need to be careful of that and not catch my yarn. So those are day 1 and 2, which I think I'm going to have to take off now and then start to put 3 and 4. But as a non-blocky type of person, I'm assuming they might just hold their shape now they've been on there a couple of days. I haven't spritzed them or anything. Don't they look pretty and uniform? Look at all of that. A little row. I was going to try and see if I can take half off to show you the other colour on the other side, but I want to kind of let these sit for the moment. So yeah, we've got, so if I'm making 12 out of each, I can't do the maths, but 12 times 25. Well, that would be 300. I'm going to have 300 of these, if my maths is correct. Yeah, 12 times 25 is 300. 25, yeah, 12 times 25p would be £3. Yeah, I'm going to have 300 of these little things to stitch together. I may have not thought this through. Anyway, there you go. So that is what I've been working on. Yeah, so we've got lots of CAL. So we've got the Scheepjes CAL I could start. We've got the CAL that starts on Wednesday, and we've got the Toft CAL that starts today. So that's why I kind of was doing these in between, because I'm like, it's not technically a whip. I'm just kind of working my way through and gradually making these. But I definitely want to start the Toft CAL and join in with that. So I need to do that today. And then I might carry on with these. Yeah, I think the CAL, because we've got the entire pattern, the make along, in one go. I don't know. I'm not sure. Somebody help me decide what to do, because I don't want whips, do I? I don't do multiple. I'm going to obviously have to do the Toft CAL, but that's over about a week, so I can do that with the CAL. It's a bit like doing an advent. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of it crochet-wise. No more news on dates for Q, for Toft, which is a little disappointing because we're already now into May and we feel like, well, summer's coming. We would always normally have one in like June to look forward to. So don't really know what's going on there. People have messaged Georgia and still no more news. Things are still being finalised apparently. So I think there's obviously another Natural History Museum one, I believe, in June, which is the dinosaur one, I believe. But there was only going to be 2 NHM this year. I'm just having a look at my Toft discount code. I've got till the 18th of May to use that. Bear that in mind. I definitely want a Centraliser keeper, and I've got a funny feeling I need a couple of other colours in stash. I really don't, but it's like a lot of it, I'm just looking, is I've raided through the vacuum sealed. But yeah, I'm glad Shakespeare was all done out of stash, because that's been using up. I didn't like, I tend to ignore batch numbers. I just go there, unless it looks obviously where they've changed the colours like sage and turquoise recently. I won't. I'll just bung them all together. And I don't think you can tell with Shakespeare. Just want to use up stash really. Yeah, I'm going to stop waffling so I can get you this video sorted and uploaded. I'm going to go for a quick walk as well while the weather's nice. Bank holiday here tomorrow, so we've got all of Monday off if you don't happen to work in retail or anything like that, or hospitality. So yeah, if you have got tomorrow off, enjoy, do something nice. I think the weather's going to take a turn down here. We've had a glorious week all week, which was nice for my funeral I had to go to on Friday, because there were so many people, we had to stand outside. So it was good. It was sunny, but it's a little bit too hot, but at least it wasn't raining. But yeah, so have a good bank holiday Monday if you are in the UK. Star Wars Day today, if you celebrate it. I've never seen Star Wars. Sorry, don't hate me. But it's May the 4th, isn't it? Star Wars Day. Yeah, and I will hopefully see you next week with, if you guys help me decide, some sort of CAL progress to show you, depending on whose CAL that might be. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.